The developers of PTCG Live have created a game that is completely free to play. That is, there are no options to purchase anything in the game as of now, and the developers have said there are no plans to add microtransactions. But is the game really free to play? Or is it free to grind? Or free to play with an asterisk? The main issue I have with PTCG Live is that they've created a completely free-to-play game, yet there is still a grinding aspect to the game to earn cards to build decks. Having a grinding aspect to a game is completely normal for plenty of games. In an MMO like New World, players grind for better gear so that they can take on higher level bosses and dungeons. In a shooting game like Call of Duty, players grind for XP to earn cosmetic skins or more powerful guns and room for attachments and grenades. And most online card games will allow players to either grind for the cards they want, or insert their credit card and immediately start playing with the decks they want to build. Speaking of swiping your credit card for trading card games, you can do so at potownstore.com for PTCGO codes and cardtroopergames.com for physical Pokemon TCG products using code CELIO for 5% off at both of these wonderful sites. Also check out my other sponsors Dragon Shield Sleeves, PokemonCard.io, and Beast Coast Pokemon. Links and coupon codes are in the description down below. I'd like to give you all a look into what I consider the perfect free-to-play model for video games. You are probably familiar with Fortnite, the multi-platform battle royale. Fortnite allows you to enjoy the entire game for absolutely no cost. You could play hundreds of hours in casual or ranked playlists, every mode, custom games, etc., and never have to spend a penny. You can purchase cosmetic items that do not affect gameplay whatsoever, and this is how the game makes a profit, but the actual gameplay is 100% free accessible to everyone and anyone. In my opinion, this is a true representation of the free-to-play model, and it has seen an insane amount of success for Fortnite. Now, let's look at Pokemon Unite, a free-to-play Pokemon game with pay-to-play aspects. In Pokemon Unite, there are several playable characters unlocked and fully playable right from the start, and there are even more that are on a free weekly rotation, allowing players to try more characters before deciding if they want to purchase them or not. But every piece of gameplay in Pokemon Unite is not free. To unlock every playable character and fully upgrade every item, you'll either have to play Pokemon Unite like it's your full-time job, or you can simply pay $10 here for a character and $20 here for item upgrades. Off topic, but I think their currency and monetization is very fair, and I consider Pokemon Unite a huge success. If you want to buy new characters or upgrade items in Pokemon Unite, you can simply go to the shop, purchase currency with real-world money, and be on your way to playing the game however you like. But what if that shop did not exist? What if you had to go to third-party sites that are mentioned nowhere in the actual game or in any official help and information on the game, buy your Pokemon Unite characters and items there via codes, and then type a 13-character code into Pokemon Unite to get your gameplay upgrades? And if you weren't in the know about these third-party sites, you would be left to grind for weeks on end, possibly giving up before you even got to play with your favorite Pokemon. Well, in my opinion, I've just described PTCG Live. PTCG Live developers have been quoted saying Pokemon had no intention to make money from the platform, and that they want it to be very accessible. Let's keep in mind this definition of accessible throughout the next section. Quote, "For something to be accessible, someone needs to be able to complete the task they are trying to achieve without encountering a barrier or issue." End quote. Accessibility for players seems to be a main concern of the development team for PTCG Live at TPCI, yet they have created a game with not one, but two versions of a battle pass, 3 different in-game currencies, and an incomplete collection of cards. They've essentially made a game that is free and that anyone can play, but the players must grind to actually start playing the game to its fullest extent. In my opinion, the magic of a trading card game is building decks and trying ideas and seeing what works and what doesn't work. Because of this, I'm very disinterested in grinding through a card game with whatever cards they've given me from the start, just so I can finally build my collection to a point where I can begin experimenting and testing decks. It feels like jumping through hoops to actually get to the real game. If their goal was a free-to-play version of Pokemon TCG Online that is fully accessible to everyone with no money involved, then why not give every player 4 copies of every standard format legal card at its base rarity? In my opinion, a true free-to-play game allows players to enjoy a complete gameplay experience for no cost. PTCG Live would be better described as a free-to-grind game with hidden alternative routes that gatekeep newer players. A new player that downloads PTCG Live is not going to know that they should go to potownstore.com and use code CELIO for 5% off to get booster pack codes, which they then have to individually scan into the game and open individually to farm in-game currency by pulling duplicate cards out of packs, which they can then finally use to craft the cards they want if they have enough of that in-game currency. How does that sound accessible exactly? In my eyes, there are 2 best case scenarios for PTCG Live. Option 1. Everyone gets every card for their collection by default, and the grinding aspect of the game is kept intact by only giving us the base rarities of each card to grind to upgrade our handcrafted decks with beautiful full art cards and board cosmetics such as sleeves, deck boxes, and playmats. Option 2. They add an in-game shop just like, I don't know, literally every video game that has been released in the past decade, so that we can purchase currency and packs directly from them. I hope I was able to fully articulate my concerns about PTCG Live and why I think the current state of the game dooms any hope of player growth and widespread success for playing the Pokemon TCG Online. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.